Hi everybody, today is Saturday, September 27th, and today I'm going to be showing you the February Paper Pumpkin. So Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription that comes to your mailbox, and everything that you need to do the project is inside this box. So this box will be delivered to your mailbox, and it costs about $22 a month. If you're interested in it, please let me know and we can get you going on the Paper Pumpkin subscription. Today we're going to be making 9 cards, 3 of each design. And what's nice about Paper Pumpkin, like I said, it comes with everything you'll need. So it comes with the card stock for your cards, 3 of each design. It comes with the ink. This is a Stampin' Spot. You'll see me use my larger one. I like to save these for my customers as little gifts. It comes with a mini stamp set. You'll see me be using those stamps today. It also comes with all the designs and punch outs. So these are some of the flowers we'll be using today. It also comes with these banner pieces. It comes with twine. This is the Mossy Meadow twine that matches the ink. Then it comes with some more pieces that you're going to use to design your card. This is kind of like a foil. You can see it shimmering. Little flowers. It's going to come with some of these. And then it also has these stickers. And now what's nice about Paper Pumpkin is it does come in a multiple of languages for you. French and I believe Spanish. But then it also has our English. So we'll be using the English one today. It also comes with your adhesive. It gives you glue dots. And it gives you Stampin' Dimensionals. And then it's also going to give you some of these sequins that we're going to use today. So let's get started. These are the 3 cards that we'll be making. Sorry for your loss, thinking of you, and I'll always be here for you. So let's get started. We're going to start off with this one. The card is already measured for you, and it's already scored. So we're just going to fold this in half. We're going to grab our bone folder and just give this a nice little crease. We'll do the same thing with our other one. We'll fold it in half and give our bone folder a nice little crease. Okay, so there's our 2 card bases. I'm just going to open up my ink pad for when we need it. And I'm going to collect my supplies that I need for this card. I need 2 of these floral bouquets. I need 2 of these little banner pieces. They're already punched out for me. I need 2 of these yellow polka dot banner pieces. Okay. And I'll need my stamp that says, I'll always be here for you. Okay? All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my images so they can dry. And I don't want it to smear. So I'm just going to kind of push this to the side. I'm going to grab my little mat here. With the photopolymer stamps, we like to give it a little bit of extra cushion. Bring my ink in. Make sure I have my stamp right side up. And I'm going to center this right in the middle. Give it a nice tug down there. There's one. And I'm going to do the other one. Center it as best I can right in the center. Okay, and there's 2. I'm going to close up my ink pad because I am done with it for now. Don't want to smear it. Alright, so I have these I'm going to put to the side just so I don't smear them or lose them or anything like that. So we'll get rid of this for a second. Alright, then we're going to bring in our green card. We're going to take the polka dot, yellow polka dots. Has a little bit of white speckle in there. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, and you do have your glue dots to use. I am going to use my snail or my double-sided adhesive. I am going to put some on the back of my yellow piece. I'm going to be a little generous with my adhesive because it is a larger piece. And I'm just going to center that in the middle, but down towards the bottom of my card. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And that's done. Okay, then what I'm going to take is my bouquets. I'm going to turn those over and give them some adhesive. You could pop these up with dimensionals if you wanted to. I'm going to kind of angle that, press it down. Do the same thing with this one. I'm going to angle a little bit and press it down. Okay, so you have your 2 cards so far. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our sayings. Hopefully they're dry. They should be. And I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on each one of these strips. 1 on each end and 1 in the center. This way the center doesn't sag. I'm going to take the backings off. Oh, I did smear this one. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, that's okay. Well, I can still use it. Okay, I actually do have another one. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to smear this one too. No. The ink does sometimes take a little bit to dry. I notice especially when I'm in my basement, sometimes it takes a little longer to dry, but that's okay. We can stamp another one real quick. I'm going to place that right about there. Grab this one again. Good thing they give me extras, right? Stamp that. Blow on it a little, help it dry. All right, then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on the back of my strip here. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that on my card. Press it down a little bit. And you have your first set of cards done. And they are blank inside. You could always stamp them inside if you wanted to. Cute little card already set for you. Okay, so those are those. The next ones that we're going to do are these, which are the Thinking of You. So I'm going to grab my pink ones, do the same thing. Take my 2 pieces of card. I'm going to fold them in half. I'm going to fold this in half. Again, grab my bone folder just to give them a good crease. All right, and these we're going to do this way as well. Now for this one, we are going to need these 2 pieces. Now this is vellum, so I suggest that you try to, whenever you're adhering vellum with adhesive, double-sided adhesive, you always want to try to use as little as possible because you can see it through, or use it on a spot where it's kind of covered. So I'm just going to very gently put adhesive in the corners and then in the center of this, so it's a little less intrusive on my card. It's a little, you know, you can't really see it as well. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to center it on my cardstock. Press it down. So you notice I didn't put any adhesive in the middle where like it could really be seen. Okay, so we have that piece done. Next I'm going to take my piece that looks like these two. Okay, I'm going to fold them over and put some adhesive on these. And I'm going to stick that up in the corner of each card. Give it a good press down. Then I am going to take my tiny little ones. These are the yellow little ones. And I am going to pop those up. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals again and put one on the back of each one and right in the center. And I'm going to put those off to the side for a second. I'm going to grab my other two flowers that I have, or you should have three if you're doing all three cards. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. I'm going to put two on each of those. And I'm going to put those to the side. Okay. Then I am going to grab my Thinking of You sticker. And again, there's the different languages, so we're going to grab the center one that says Thinking of You. If you have somebody that speaks a different language, or, you know, you're in a language club, or you're a foreign language teacher, or somebody that you can use it for, that's great. Okay, I'm going to carefully pull this up. It is a sticker, so just be gentle with it as you're pulling it up. Okay. It's stuck to me here. Hold on. There you go. Okay. As you can see, my O did pop off there, so we're going to have to fix that. All right, so I'm just going to kind of lay this down, and I'm going to work with it, trying not to lay the rest of it down at first. And if you slowly work with it, you will get it perfect. So just go each letter at a time, laying it down. There we go. Okay, now I didn't quite get these centers out, so I'm going to pick this up with my paper piercing tool. Grab that out of there. And grab this piece out. It's kind of like weeding for those who use the Cricut. Okay, I'm going to line this up where it ripped. Okay, then I'm going to take my O and I'm gently going to put some adhesive on the back of it. Grab that O. And put it right on there. All right, I'm going to show you guys a trick that I've done this before with this kind of stuff. Sometimes these are very temperamental, and sometimes it just doesn't want to work for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's see if I can reach one. I'm going to take a black marker, and I'm just going to color it in. Trying really hard to stay on the sticker. And you really can't tell too much that I messed it up. Okay, so that's a little trick. I'm thinking of you. All right, so then we're going to pull the rest of our... I'm going to pull this one in. And put this on. And I'm going to pull my little yellow one in and kind of lay it over the T there. Okay, so that's one done. I am going to trim this a little bit to make this a little easier for myself. So I'm not dealing with so much paper. So I'm just dealing with the thinking of you. Actually, going to start down here. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to go very slowly, very gently. I'm not in any rush. Kind of work it like you would a piece of vinyl. Okay. Take the inside of this out. Okay, it looks pretty good. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start with that TH, thinking of you. And I'm just going to lay it down, and I'm just going to work it letter by letter. It is very sticky, so like I said, you want to go slow. It's not so much hard as you just need a little bit of patience. Okay, and press all those pieces down. Do the same thing, bring this other one in. Lay that in the corner, bring my yellow one in, lay that over the T. And you have your Thinking of You card. So the last card that this kit provides is the Sorry for Your Loss. So we're going to pull this one in. This one has the flowers on it, so we're going to fold each one of these. And I'm going to take my bone folder once again. Crease those sides. And we want to make sure we're going the right way with this one. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to take these foils and we're going to adhere them to the center of our card. Now, with foil like vellum, if you are too rough with the adhesive on this side, you are going to see it on the foil side, okay? So here would be another good idea to use glue dots if you have them, and they do come with the kit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my glue dots here. I'm going to take my paper piercing tool, and I'm just going to lay a bunch of glue dots, probably 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, 1 in the side, do the other side, and then probably 1 in the center. If you think you need more, so you can see I kind of just put them all throughout there. All right, and I'm just going to take my paper piercing tool and pick up the backing. I'm going to take this, and oh, you see what I mean? I pushed a little too hard on a couple of them, and I can actually see where I pushed hard. So you definitely want to be gentle with this foil. Luckily, we are going to be covering up the center, so not too bad. But I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to put a bunch on here, trying to be gentle again. try to take these off of my fingers this time. They're so tiny, but I do love glue dots. Okay, so you can see I have the glue dots on here. Okay, did much better this time on this side. I'm going to bring this in, adhere that to the center. All right, now I'm going to take some of my thread, and I'm just going to take, and I'm going to wrap it around my 4 fingers. Three times. Okay, give that a little cut. Then I'm going to bunch it up. These tails that I have, I'm going to cut so you can't see them, so they're not hanging out. Okay, I'm going to put a little adhesive in the center here, and I'm going to adhere my tails down, or my linen thread down. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Wrap it around 3 times. Do the same thing. Oh, my tails are pretty strong. I'll cut this one. Put some adhesive in the center. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of my white pieces, which I probably should have stamped beforehand so they had a little bit of time to dry, but obviously I didn't do that. All right, I'm going to get my mat again just so I have a little bit of extra pressure. The mat doesn't come with the paper pumpkin, and your acrylic block will come with your first paper pumpkin. You don't get an acrylic block each time. Okay, so we're going to let those dry for a second. While we're waiting for those to dry, we're going to take our little sequences, and we're going to take, there's big and little on here. Okay, so you can see we have the big ones and then we have little ones. So I'm going to take a big one, stick it up here, and then a little one. Little one, stick it over here. Take another big one, stick it down here. And then 2 littles. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Big one and 2 littles. And as you can see with paper pumpkin, they do give you quite a bit of stuff, so you have some sequences left over for another project. Okay, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back my 2 stamped images in, grab my dimensionals, and I'm going to add 2 dimensionals, one to the top, one to the bottom. And then center that right in the middle of my linen thread and in my foil. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to, a little tail there I want to hide. I'm going to center that right in the center. Now, if you want to, and you have plenty of extras here, you can also add a few of the little ones to your stamped image. And those are your Sorry for Your Loss cards. So these are the 3 cards that we made today, and as you can see, we've only really been on 25 minutes. I did do 3 of them, you know, 1 of each before I came on, but it would have probably only taken us another 5 minutes or so to do. And really quickly, you have 9 great cards that you can send out and have on hand any time of the year that you need them. If you have any questions or if you're interested in Paper Pumpkin, please let me know. For those of you that are Stampin' Up! People, or if you would like to become a Stampin' Up! Person, right now we have Celebration going on. Unfortunately, Celebration is ending on February 28th, and you can get a free stamp set, paper, with a $50 order. So those of you that haven't gotten your Stampin' Up! Orders in, you only have a couple of days left. Actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. So get those orders in. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, send me a message. If you're interested in joining my team, I would love to have you. Give me a shout out. We can get you set up. If you do sign up by tomorrow, there's a lot of extra perks by signing up through Celebration. All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk soon.